Hello everybody, my name is Moni Lutz. I'm from Aberdeen, Maryland, and I'm so excited to share with you today my tropical cheesecake delight. It's the only cake I've ever had 2 pieces of at one time. Well, let's quit all that silliness and get down to business. Let's make the crust. All right, girls, in this bowl, I've got 1½ cups of vanilla wafer crumbs that have been crushed. And then I've got 1½ cups of finely chopped macadamia nuts. I've got 3 tablespoons of sugar here and 5 tablespoons of melted, lightly salted butter. We're going to stir the vanilla wafer and macadamia nuts just a little bit, get them nice and blended. Then we're going to add the sugar, which I've already got poured out here. And this sugar, by the way, is 3 tablespoons. We're going to blend that a little bit, just enough to cover that sugar and get it blended throughout the whole crumb. Then we're going to add our butter. I like to pour it a little bit at a time. And then we're going to blend that butter really well so that it looks really good and moistened in there. Okay, next everybody, I've sprayed this 10-inch springform pan with just a little bit of non-stick cooking spray. Now we're going to pour our crust right into this. Might as well get every little crumb. Don't want to waste any. And we're going to use our spoon and spread it across. Press it all the way around the sides. And then come back in and get the bottom. That's the easier part. Now, girls, that's finished, and we're going to put it in the fridge. Our crust just went into the refrigerator. And now we're going to come over here and mix up the first layer of our filling. That crust will stay in there for about 10 minutes. We're going to do our first layer of filling. Now, I use 1 8-ounce package of Philadelphia brand cream cheese. This is my favorite cream cheese. It's the creamiest and it's the most richest taste out of all the cream cheeses, and I've tried them all. We're going to put that into the mixing bowl. We're going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. Just plain old white sugar. And we're going to beat that together for about 2 minutes. Now that we've done that, we're still going to have to do one more thing. I'd like to go over to the stove, and I did say it was a no-bake cheesecake, but I didn't say we wouldn't have to use the stove just a little bit. So let's go over to the stove and dissolve some gelatin. Okay, we're going to add 1/4 cup of water to our saucepan and 1 envelope of unflavored gelatin and 3/4 cup of this lovely pineapple juice. And we're going to set the heat on medium-low, and we're going to stir it just a little bit and wait till it's dissolved. Usually takes about a minute or 2. Then we're going to walk it back over to our cheesecake mixture. All right, we're going to pour that gently into the cheesecake mixture that we already started. Okay, now I've poured it in nice and slow. We're going to beat it nice and slow so that we don't get any splatter. Now we've blended that nice and smoothly. Okay, we're going to add now 8 ounces of crushed pineapple, which we've already used the liquid from for the cheese mixture. Now we're going to fold that in gently, girls. We folded in the crushed pineapple. We're going to let that set a minute while we come over here and whip up 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, to 1/4 cup of sugar. Now I'm going to beat this until we have stiff peaks. Okay, now I've whipped that up till we've got some stiff peaks on it. I'm going to fold it gently into the pineapple mixture, and then we're going to set it all in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes. Now we've just pulled this out of the refrigerator, our filling and our pie crust, And we're going to take the filling now and add it to the crust. Okay, we're going to put this back into the refrigerator and let it set up while we make our next layer of cream cheese. For our second layer of filling, we're going to use 2 packs of the Philadelphia brand cream cheese. My favorite, of course. And I've already added 2 into the mixing bowl here, and I'm going to add another 1/4 cup of sugar. And then we're going to mix that gently to begin with, just like before. Okay, everybody, we're going to let this set just like we did last time, and we're going back over to the stove to add a little more gelatin, but with some slightly different ingredients this time. Okay, everybody, now we're going to add a 1/4 cup of water. This time we're adding 3 egg yolks, a 1/4 cup of lime juice, 2 teaspoons of lime zest, and a little special food coloring. Stir it up good, mix it, blend it well. Oh my goodness, that already looks a little bit like key lime, doesn't it? Okay, now I'm going to add just a little toothpick full of olive green food paste to give it just a little bit of coloring for effect, because we really want this layer to look green, almost like a key lime green. So let's stir that a little bit together. Just as before, we're going to gently blend this green gelatin into the cheesecake. Okay, now while this is mixing, I'm going to come over here and mix up the 3 egg whites from the 3 egg yellows that we used on the stove, along with a 1/4 cup of sugar to blend into our cheesecake mixture. Okay, now I beat this till I got nice peaks. Look at that. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And we're going to blend this now into the cheesecake mixture. First, the egg white. Nice. Beautiful peaks on that. When we're almost there, we're going to add our whipped topping. Non-dairy whipped topping, your favorite, whatever kind you like. And we're going to also fold that in. All right, girls, I've just taken the cheesecake out of the refrigerator, and you can see that it's nice and firm, sets up real well. I'm going to set it down here, and I'm going to add my green cream cheese filling layer to this layer. I'm going to save a little room at the top because I'm going to come back over here and whip up 1 cup of whipping cream with a little sugar, vanilla, and whipped cream stabilizer. All right, here we go. I'll smooth it around a little bit. Now for the last step to the cream cheese cake, we're going to take 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1/4 cup of 10x sugar, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, and 2 packets of whipped cream stabilizer. And combine all of that into heavy, stiff peaks. Then we're going to put that in our piping bag so that we can decorate the top of the cheesecake. Okay, now we've whipped that whipping cream till they're nice, stiff peaks. We're going to put that inside a pastry bag. I like to fold mine down around my hands. It's much easier to work with. Make a little cone inside of there and just start loading that up. Once you've got it all in there, just give it a little twist at the top and bring it down and get it ready to come out. Move over to your cheesecake now. And all around the perimeter, we want to make mounds of whipping cream. There you go. That looks pretty already. Now that we've done that, we're going to come back and get a few of those vanilla wafer crumbs and just sprinkle over them a little bit around the edges on that lovely piping that you just did, and a little bit in the middle. And that looks so good already. And then you want to come back and get a little more of those macadamia nuts. Make sure you cut all the way through to the crust. Gently. Oh, look at that, girls. Oh, doesn't that look decadent? Okay, now, this is Moni Lutz signing off.